Well, well, yes, I am. I'm having a baby with my boyfriend, Stefon Diggs.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
No one is talking about this the way it deserves. But today the world stopped when Cardi B sat down with Gayle King and revealed a truth that shook the industry to its core. Yes, Cardi B is officially pregnant again, baby number 4, with none other than her new man, NFL superstar Stefon Diggs. The news broke in real time, and Gayle King herself could barely hold back her excitement during the interview. Cardi sat there glowing, smiling, and dropping the bombshell that she is living her best moment in life. And before we get into the shocking reactions, Offset's response, and the fan commentary that is setting the internet ablaze, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button right now, because this is one story you do not want to miss. And wait until you see the actual clip of Cardi's announcement. We'll show it to you in just a second.
So the latest rumor about you is that you are having a baby, and I want to know what, if anything, you want to share about that with the class.
Well, yes, I am. I'm having a baby with my boyfriend, Stefon Diggs.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. How are you feeling about that? And that this will be baby number 4 for you, Cardi.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm actually I'm excited. I'm happy. I feel like I'm in a good space. I feel very strong. I feel very powerful that I'm doing all this work, but I'm doing all this work while I'm creating a baby. Me and my man, we're very supportive of each other. We're like in the same space in our careers, but like in different,
By that, what do you mean by that same space? That you're both doing well? What do you mean?
You know what it is? That I feel like we're really great and one of the best at what we do. And me and him think the same way. Like, it's like, yeah, we're one of the greatest, but what's next? What we doing again? We do it again. We have to do it again all the time. It's not like we're never like comfortable. We just want to keep doing it. And that's just how we both are.
You have a song on your new album. I can't wait for people to hear the new music, but there's a song called Safe.
Yeah.
Is he somebody that makes you feel safe?
Very safe. In both ways. Physically. I mean, like, you see how big he is.
Yes. Yes, I did see. Yes.
And he just makes me feel safe and very confident and very, like, strong.
When Gayle King leaned forward and asked Cardi B if the rumors were true, that she might be expecting again, the rapper didn't hesitate. With a smirk, a deep breath, and her hands gently folded over her stomach, Cardi confirmed it. Yes, I'm having another baby, baby number 4. The crowd in the studio gasped. Social media immediately exploded with hashtags like Ein Cardi B 4 and Nosh Baby with Stefon. This wasn't just an announcement, it was a power move. Cardi is embracing her new chapter with Stefon Diggs, while simultaneously leaving behind the painful drama of her past with Offset. And let's not downplay it. This is more than just celebrity gossip. This is a cultural reset. Cardi B, a woman who fought her way from the Bronx to the Grammys, is telling the world, I deserve joy, I deserve love, and I deserve to build the family I want. It was emotional, it was raw, and it had the audience tearing up. But while Cardi B's face glowed with happiness, people were already waiting to see how her ex-husband Offset would respond. Because remember, Offset has been in the background for months, watching, posting cryptic tweets, subtly trolling her every move since she went public with Stefon Diggs. And now this bombshell hits the timeline? Offset had no choice but to speak. And surprisingly, shockingly, his response wasn't messy, wasn't shady, wasn't bitter. Instead, Offset posted a one-line response that left people stunned. Congratulations. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Now, you might think that sounds mature, right? But let's be real. Coming from Offset, the same man who couldn't keep Cardi's name out of his mouth during interviews and IG Lives, this congratulations carried weight. Was it sincere? Was it sarcastic? Or was it his way of saving face in front of millions? Fans are split, and the debate is heating up. But one thing is for sure. Cardi B saw the message, and her silence afterward was louder than any clapback she could have given. And speaking of fans, the reactions online were unlike anything we've seen in a long time. Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram were flooded with comments praising Cardi. Go for it, Cardi. You're a queen. This is your season, girl. Live your best life. Stefon and Cardi forever. These weren't just random voices. They were longtime supporters who watched Cardi survive the roller coaster of Offset's cheating scandals, public fights, and messy breakups. For the fans, this new baby represents more than just a child. It represents Cardi's evolution. But don't get it twisted. This announcement didn't just spark joy, it sparked controversy. Some critics are calling out Cardi, saying she's moving too fast with Stefon Diggs. Others are pointing out that Offset still plays a major role in the lives of her children, and that blending families is never as easy as it looks on Instagram. The drama is bubbling, and the insiders who know Cardi best are already whispering that things behind the scenes might not be as perfect as they look. Stick around, because in just a moment I'll reveal what one insider said about how Cardi really feels about Offset's reaction. And let's not forget Stefon Diggs in all of this. The NFL wide receiver isn't new to the spotlight, but this is a different ballgame. Being with Cardi B means every move he makes is magnified. Already, sports fans and gossip blogs are colliding, debating if he's ready for the storm that comes with being tied to one of the biggest names in entertainment. Some say Stefon's calm, collected personality is exactly what Cardi needs after years of chaos with Offset. Others say the pressure will break him. Either way, this baby announcement cements them as a power couple. And while Offset tries to downplay his feelings with a simple, "Congratulations," the truth is clear. This new chapter belongs to Cardi B. The question now is, how will she balance her booming career, motherhood, and this newfound love story with Stefon Diggs? Cardi herself admitted in the interview with Gayle that she's nervous but excited. Nervous because the world will always judge her. Excited because, in her words, this is what happiness looks like. As soon as Cardi's clip went viral, the blogs wasted no time digging deeper into Offset's so-called congratulations. And let me tell you, the shade detectives were on fire. Fans noticed that Offset didn't just post congratulations, he posted it at the exact same time Cardi's interview was airing on CBS. Coincidence? Or was he watching live, waiting to strike the moment she said the words? One insider told Hollywood Unlocked that Offset has been quietly following Cardi's every move, and his emotions are not as calm as his message made it seem. Wait until you hear what that insider revealed. It'll leave you questioning everything. According to the insider, Offset's message was less about genuine support and more about strategy. Allegedly, Offset didn't want to appear bitter, especially since fans have been clowning him for months after Cardi went public with Stefon Diggs. The insider said, Offset knew if he stayed silent, people would drag him. If he lashed out, people would call him jealous, so he chose the middle ground, post a fake congratulations and keep it moving. But here's the kicker. The insider also revealed that Offset has been venting to friends privately, saying this pregnancy hit him harder than any of Cardi's other moves. And honestly, can we blame him? Let's rewind. Offset and Cardi B had one of the most high-profile marriages in the music industry. They shared stages, songs, kids, and countless headlines. Even after their split, Offset made it clear he wasn't ready to let go, trolling Cardi online, throwing shade in interviews, and making sure people remembered his name and her story. So now, with Cardi moving on publicly and expanding her family with Stefon Diggs, Offset is facing the reality. He's no longer part of her narrative. But here's where it gets interesting. Cardi's relationship with Stefon Diggs isn't just casual. It's real. It's serious. And according to multiple sources, Stefon has been stepping into a father figure role with Cardi's kids. Yes, Wave and Culture have reportedly been bonding with Stefon, and Cardi has even said that seeing her kids smile around him makes her feel secure. That alone is why she felt ready to announce this pregnancy on national TV. Cardi isn't just building a romance, she's building a family unit. And if you thought fans weren't going to compare Stefon to Offset, think again. Social media has been buzzing with posts like, Offset had years and fumbled. Stefon is doing more in months than Offset ever did. Another fan wrote, "This is the upgrade of the decade. Cardi deserves this." But of course, Offset's supporters are firing back, saying he's being disrespected and reminding the world that he will always be the father of Cardi's children. The debate is vicious, and honestly, it's only fueling the fire around Cardi's big reveal. Now, let's talk about Stefon himself. Some fans are warning Cardi to tread carefully. After all, Stefon's dating history hasn't exactly been squeaky clean. He's been linked to models, influencers, and a string of high-profile romances. But Cardi told Gayle King that she's not worried about the past. She's focused on the present. She said, "He treats me right. That's all that matters." And that statement alone tells us everything we need to know. Cardi isn't here for games. She's here for love, for family, and for peace. Still, one question keeps popping up. Why now? Why announce this pregnancy so publicly, so boldly, on Gayle King's platform? Insiders claim it was all about control. Cardi allegedly wanted to take control of her own narrative before the gossip blogs got to it. One source said, Cardi's tired of other people telling her story. She wanted to own this moment herself. And let's be honest, who better than Gayle King, the queen of sit-down interviews, to help her do that? And the strategy worked. Within hours of the interview airing, Cardi's name was trending worldwide. Cardi B pregnant with baby number 4 wasn't just a headline. It was a cultural moment. The memes came rolling in, the fan edits flooded TikTok, and the congratulations posts from fellow celebrities sealed the deal. This wasn't just a reveal, it was a flex. Cardi reminded the world that she is still one of the most powerful voices in music and culture today. But of course, with great power comes even greater scrutiny. Already critics are asking, how will this pregnancy affect Cardi's career? Will she slow down, or will she use it as motivation to drop even bigger projects? Cardi hinted at this in her interview, saying, "I'm not stopping. If anything, this is going to push me harder." That's the Cardi we know, the fighter, the hustler, the woman who turned doubters into believers. And before we roll the behind-the-scenes footage of Cardi and Stefon after the interview, laughing and holding hands backstage, here's the cliffhanger you need to think about. If Offset is already struggling with this pregnancy, how will he handle seeing Stefon step fully into the picture as not just Cardi's man, but the father of her new child? Will he keep it classy, or will the old Offset reemerge, ready to stir the pot again? Stick around, because this footage is about to give you a whole new perspective. The moment Cardi's pregnancy announcement hit the airwaves, fans erupted across social media. Hashtags like #WarCardiBaby4 and #WarCardi and Stefon began trending on Twitter within minutes. The Barbs, the Barty Gang, and even football fans collided in one giant conversation online. Some were celebrating the union of rap royalty with NFL talent, while others couldn't resist pointing out the obvious. This is the first child Cardi will have without Offset, and that changes everything. And trust me, fans had jokes. One viral post read, "Offset watching Cardi and Stefon's gender reveal like he's at the wrong baby shower." Another said, "Cardi got her starting lineup complete. She's got 4 kids now, 2 teams ready for the Super Bowl." But alongside the jokes came genuine admiration. One fan wrote, "Cardi deserves happiness. She's been through so much with Offset. This is her time." But of course, not everyone was on the supportive train. Some critics accused Cardi of rushing too quickly into motherhood with her new man. They questioned how stable the relationship with Stefon really is, given his history. One particularly harsh comment read, "She's repeating patterns. Offset didn't work out, and now she's setting herself up for another public heartbreak." But for every critic, there were 10 defenders reminding everyone that Cardi is grown, successful, and more than capable of handling her life decisions. What really stirred the pot, though, was when other celebrities chimed in. Kalani tweeted, "Love to see Cardi glowing." Ice Spice posted on IG, "She deserves all her flowers." And Lizzo shared a heart emoji with the caption, "A queen building her empire." But then came the shade. Bloggers claimed Nicki Minaj liked a shady post suggesting Cardi was using her pregnancy for clout. Now, whether that's true or just the internet stirring drama, the timing was suspicious enough to get fans talking. And let's not forget the NFL world. Stefon Diggs' teammates were reportedly buzzing in the locker room, with one anonymous source telling ESPN, "He's been different lately, happier, focused. You can tell this relationship is real." Even Buffalo Bills fans got involved with memes like Stefon scoring touchdowns on and off the field. It was hilarious but also telling. This isn't just entertainment news. It's sports news. It's cultural news. It's everywhere. But here's where the story takes a dramatic twist. Insiders claim Offset has privately voiced concern about how much access Stefon will have to Cardi's kids. According to one source, Offset allegedly said, "That's my family, not his. I'm still their father." And while Offset hasn't made that comment publicly, just the whisper of it has fans debating custody battles, step-parent boundaries, and whether Cardi will eventually face legal drama over this blended family dynamic. And here's what you need to remember. Cardi is not new to controversy. Every step of her career has been under a microscope. From stripping to stardom, from mixtapes to Grammy wins, she's proven that she thrives under pressure. But a baby announcement isn't just about music or fame, it's about legacy. Cardi said it herself in the interview, "I want my kids to look back and be proud." That statement alone reveals how much this pregnancy means to her beyond headlines and gossip. Fans, however, aren't done speculating. Some are already predicting marriage between Cardi and Stefon. One fan commented, "This isn't just a baby. This is Cardi moving on completely. Watch, wedding bells next." Others, however, warned that it might be too soon. But whether marriage is in the cards or not, the undeniable fact is this: Cardi is rewriting her story in real time, and everyone is watching. Meanwhile, Offset is struggling to stay in the narrative. He posted cryptic emojis on Twitter, broken hearts, clocks, and even a pen and paper emoji that fans interpreted as him hinting at writing a diss track. Could Offset actually be planning to air his heartbreak through music? If so, we could be looking at another explosive chapter in the never-ending saga of Cardi and Offset. Before we roll the fan reaction clips, yes, we have fans crying, laughing, and even dancing in the streets over this announcement. Here's the real cliffhanger. If Cardi's happiness with Stefon continues to shine this brightly, will Offset fade into the background? Or will he make one last desperate move to pull himself back into her spotlight? Don't go anywhere, because these reactions are about to show you just how divided the world really is on this bombshell. As the news of baby number 4 spread, one thing became crystal clear. This wasn't just about Cardi's personal life. It was about her career, her image, and her influence on pop culture. Every magazine cover, every radio show, every entertainment outlet was now using her pregnancy as a headline. TMZ called it the biggest celebrity baby news of the year. Bet labeled her the new face of resilience in rap. And Vogue? They're already rumored to be planning a Cardi and baby bump photo shoot for their next cover. And let's be honest, Cardi knows how to play the media game. Announcing the pregnancy with Gayle King wasn't random. It was calculated, intentional, and symbolic. Gayle is known for serious, heartfelt interviews, not gossip. By choosing her, Cardi was saying, "This isn't just tabloid fodder, this is my truth." That move positioned her announcement as more than just celebrity drama. It became a cultural moment. But here's the kicker: the timing. Cardi has been teasing a new album for months, and now, with a pregnancy announcement, speculation is going wild. Some believe she'll delay the release. Others think she's about to pull a Beyoncé, dropping a surprise album alongside her pregnancy glow, dominating headlines in one sweep. Imagine it, Cardi B's Baby Era album. The fans are eating it up, and honestly, so are the blogs. And if you think this is just about music, think again. Brands are circling. According to marketing insiders, several luxury baby companies are fighting to ink endorsement deals with Cardi. Imagine the rollout: designer strollers, limited edition baby fashion lines, maybe even a children's book deal. Cardi has always been open about wanting to secure the bag for her kids, and baby number 4 might just open up an entirely new business empire. Meanwhile, the conversation about her family image has been reignited. Cardi has always been candid about her struggles balancing fame and motherhood. In the Gayle King interview, she admitted, "It's not easy, but I make it work because my kids are my motivation." That single line sparked a wave of admiration. Mothers across social media shared their own stories, tagging Cardi as a symbol of strength, hustle, and unapologetic love. Of course, the critics haven't gone silent. Some conservative voices slammed her for normalizing broken families, pointing out that she now has multiple kids with different fathers. But Cardi's fans clapped back instantly, arguing that her success, independence, and transparency make her the perfect role model for modern women who refuse to be boxed in by outdated standards. One viral tweet summed it up perfectly. Cardi is showing women you can be everything. A mom, a boss, and in love, all on your own terms. The media frenzy only escalated when Gayle King revealed behind-the-scenes details of the interview. Gayle reportedly said Cardi was glowing, laughing, and even tearing up at one point when talking about Stefon's support. Gayle told CBS, "I saw a woman in love, a woman who knows herself, and a woman who's ready for the next chapter." That endorsement from Gayle made the story even more powerful. It wasn't just Cardi bragging. It was an outside perspective validating her joy. And while Cardi's love life and pregnancy grabbed the spotlight, let's not forget the ripple effect on her peers. Other female rappers are quietly watching, some inspired, others probably nervous. After all, when Cardi makes a move, it shakes the entire industry. Just like when she dropped Bodak Yellow and redefined what a female rap anthem could do, her fourth pregnancy could set a new precedent, proving you can dominate charts, raise a family, and control your narrative all at once. Here's the twist. Some insiders believe Cardi's pregnancy will fuel her next era of music with a new level of vulnerability. One producer whispered, "She's about to drop her most emotional album yet. You're going to hear about love, heartbreak, motherhood, everything. This could be her blueprint to legendary status." And if that's true, we're not just looking at a pregnancy announcement. We're witnessing the birth of a whole new Cardi B era. But before we dive into the chaos of Offset's rumored response and Stefon's next big move, let's pause on this thought. Every time people doubt Cardi, she turns the tables. Every time people expect her to fall, she rises higher. So the real question is, will baby number 4 be the thing that cements her as untouchable in the industry? Or will the pressure of family, fame, and controversy finally take its toll? Stick around, because this story isn't done yet. And now let's get into the part everyone has been waiting for, Offset's reaction. For weeks, people speculated whether Cardi's ex-husband would stay silent, throw shade, or finally speak up. And guess what? Offset shocked everyone. Instead of drama, instead of pettiness, he offered something no one expected. Congratulations. That's right. Offset publicly congratulated Cardi B on her pregnancy with Stefon Diggs. But hold on. Was it genuine, or was it a carefully crafted PR move? On Instagram Live, Offset told fans, "Listen, I'm happy for her. That's the mother of my kids, and if she's happy, I'm happy." Simple words, but fans immediately started dissecting them. Some saw maturity, a sign of growth. Others smelled shade, pointing out his tone didn't sound fully supportive. And then came the speculation. Did Offset only congratulate Cardi because he wanted to control the narrative before people assumed he was bitter? But here's where it gets even messier. Right after Offset's congratulations, rumors surfaced that he had been texting people close to him, saying he still feels some type of way about Cardi moving on so publicly. One alleged insider told a blog, "Offset congratulated her on the outside, but inside he's hurting. He never thought he'd see the day Cardi would have another man's baby." Whether true or not, that little whisper reignited the flames of gossip. Meanwhile, Stefon Diggs has been playing his role like a true professional. No messy Instagram posts, no cryptic tweets, just silent confidence. But fans have noticed something. Every time Cardi posts about him, he drops subtle likes and comments, reminding the world that he's present, supportive, and not backing down. Some sports commentators even joked that Diggs' best plays this season might not be on the football field, but in the game of love. And let's not forget, Stefon is stepping into a situation that could intimidate most men. Dating a superstar like Cardi is one thing. Becoming a stepfather figure to her kids while also preparing for his own baby with her? That's another level. Yet insiders say he's been nothing but patient and dedicated. According to one report, Stefon told friends, "I'm not trying to replace anyone. I'm just trying to be here for her and the baby." That statement alone earned him a wave of respect from fans. The internet, of course, is divided. Cardi's fans flooded Twitter with love, saying, "Go for it, Cardi, you're a queen." Others praised Offset for taking the high road. And then there were those who couldn't help but stir the pot, creating memes about Offset watching Stefon take his spot. One viral TikTok even showed Offset looking at Cardi's announcement clip with the caption, "When you realize she really moved on." But beyond the memes and the gossip, there's a deeper story here. Cardi B's announcement has become a cultural flashpoint about love, family, and moving forward. She's proving that women don't have to stay stuck in old narratives. They can rewrite their story, even after heartbreak, even after divorce. And that's why fans are rooting for her. Not just because she's pregnant again, but because she's showing strength, vulnerability, and happiness all at once. The big question now is, what's next? Will Cardi's pregnancy fuel her career into new heights? Or will the constant pressure of fame, family, and critics weigh her down? Will Offset truly move on? Or will he continue to linger in her storyline, even if unintentionally? And what role will Stefon Diggs play in the years to come? As just a chapter in her book, or as the man who helped her rewrite her legacy? One thing's for sure, this story isn't ending anytime soon. Cardi B has always been a magnet for headlines, but this pregnancy feels different. It feels like the beginning of something bigger, an era where she redefines what it means to be a woman in hip-hop, unapologetically living her life on her own terms. And the world? The world is watching every single move. So, as fans celebrate, critics speculate, and Offset tries to play it cool, the spotlight is firmly on Cardi B and her baby number 4 with Stefon Diggs. This is more than celebrity gossip. This is a cultural moment unfolding in real time. And as always, we'll be here to break it all down for you. Because if there's one thing we've learned, it's this. With Cardi B, the story is never really over. It's only just beginning.